Good evening, everyone. My name is Christopher Dodge. I am happy to be the CTE director here at Salem High School, one of the premier CTE centers in the state of New Hampshire. And at this time, I would like to call Cassidy Wentworth to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Cassidy. Before I begin, I'd like to recognize some of our distinguished guests who are in attendance this evening. In attendance are Salem School Board members Peter Morgan, Bernie Campbell, and Mike Carney. I'd like to thank them for their presence this evening. Seated behind me on stage are Principal of Salem High School, Tracy Collier. Our CT coordinator and the master organizer behind this event tonight, Terry Berube. Our assistant superintendent for curriculum and instruction, Mrs. Maura Palmer. And superintendent of schools for the Salem School District, Dr. Michael Delahanty. I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight to support these fine young and women. They truly are a special group of kids. Just working with them, trying to arrange this event in the last 30 minutes. We don't rehearse it, we just make it happen. And they're so cooperative and so astute, they just pick right up on it. So I think it's going to be a great ceremony. So we're here to recognize them for their academic achievement, but also the achievement they've had within their CTE program. To be sitting here this evening, they've maintained a grade point average of 3.0 or better and have maintained an A average in their CTE program across 3 semesters of that program. So that's an incredible thing to maintain. So. One special group I'd like to recognize this evening are the men and women seated behind them, our teachers. They are an incredible group of educators, an incredible group of human beings who bring years of experience both in the classroom and in their chosen vocations and professions, and certainly without their support, their knowledge, students would not be here this evening. So I'd like to give them a big round of applause. They're the ones that really make me look good on any day, any given day. It's all them. We have the finest CTE staff in the state, and one teacher in particular that I'd like to recognize this evening before we really get going is Janine Parent. Janine has been a health science teacher here for 20 plus years. Throughout that career, she has actively practiced the art of nursing. She's been a mother to hundreds of HOSA students, as you'll see this evening, sort of guiding them through this process and the trials and tribulations of being a teenager and going through career choices and college choices and the whole admissions process. And she's just an incredible woman and an incredible educator. This year, Mrs. Parent was named the first ever New Hampshire CTE Teacher of the Year. Recognition that was well-deserved for sure. Sadly for us, but happy for her, Mrs. Parent will be retiring this year, and she will be sorely missed by many. These are very large shoes to fill, so In recognition of her years of service and pending retirement, I'd like to recognize Mrs. Parent as an honorary member of this class, the 2020 class of the National Technical Honor Society. She has certainly earned it. We're not going to let her go too far away. So, all that aside, tonight we recognize the hard work, the grit, the commitment of these fine young men and women for doing an excellent job of preparing for the next page in their life. Their enrollment in their CTE program they have chosen as an alternative path that many students don't choose will help them excel in college, in their careers, and in the community. We're repeatedly reminded by our alumni of the value and relevance of the work they have completed and the lessons they have learned from their CTE experience. Time and time again, they come back and tell us how well they were prepared for those next steps because of the work they did here at Salem CTE. A special group as well I'd like to recognize for their hard work, their effort, their perseverance is our sending school students, our students that travel here daily from Wyndham, from Timberland, from Pinkerton. It presents an extra set of challenges in attaining that CTE education and coming here to Salem. So I want to recognize you guys as well for sticking with it over 2 years. I know it's never easy on everybody's account, so good for you. And we love our sending students. So just in closing, don't want to go on too long here. I want to just say congratulations and good luck to our inductees, the 2020 National Technical Honor Society class. And I wish you the very best and look forward to hearing about your successes in the future. Congratulations. So one of the things that I'm blessed here in Salem is support. I have amazing support from the school board, from the superintendent, from our leadership team, from Mrs. Collier, our principal, and I'm very lucky to have that as I look around the state and some of the challenges that other centers have. And without any further ado, it's now my pleasure to introduce a staunch supporter of career and technical education, Dr. Michael Delahanty.
Thank you, Chris. I find it very easy to support career and technical education because we have the finest director. Not just in New Hampshire, I don't think just in New England, I think in the country. Chris Dodge is a passionate and ardent supporter of the programs, the practices, the faculty, the resources we provide, the resources he expects us to provide. He beats the bushes in the community to find partners that support what we do, and I want to thank Chris for everything he does for this school and certainly for the program. So thank you, Chris, for everything. I also want to acknowledge the teachers. We have a beautiful facility here with some incredible spaces, but the spaces don't make the program, the instructors do. They're caring, they're passionate, they're knowledgeable, they're resourceful, they love students, they want the best for them, and they'll work passionately to make sure they succeed. So I want to thank the teachers for all the hard work they make day in and day out to ensure that we do have the finest CTE center in the area, absolutely bar none. And I'm so proud of them and the work they do. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. And you'd really have to know some other programs to be able to gauge that. And I have the benefit of working with some people who have experiences with other centers. And I can tell you that from firsthand experience that we have the finest instructors, the finest facilities, and truly the finest students as well. I'm very, very proud of them, and we'll get to that in just a minute. So just some brief remarks this evening. This is one of my favorite activities, the favorite events of the year. I think it's an honor to be able to stand in front of these accomplished students and congratulate them for the achievements they've earned and where they've put themselves in the school, and offer these remarks to them. Emeril Lagasse, many of you know the name. If you don't, Emeril Lagasse was born in Fall River, Massachusetts in 1959. He decided on his own to attend a regional technical high school in Fall River after he discovered that he had an interest in Portuguese cooking. He earned a scholarship to New England Conservatory, a very prestigious music school, as a percussionist, but he instead chose to attend Johnson & Wales University. He graduated from Johnson & Wales in 1978, went to work on the Cape to pay some bills, finally made his way to New Orleans, where he eventually opened his own restaurant, developed a love of Cajun cooking, and became a James Beard Regional Chef Award winner, and became Emeril, TV personality and developer of cooking products you buy on supermarket shelves. Emeril Lagasse did not have a privileged upbringing. He dreamed big, he worked hard, and he believed in himself. In the book Alice in Wonderland, Alice says to the Mad Hatter, "This is impossible." And the Mad Hatter responds, "Only if you believe it is." Emeril Lagasse believed in himself, believed in what he needed to do to succeed, and he went after it. No one gave him anything, no one gave him a leg up. His instructors at Johnson & Wales challenged him, and then he made himself the success that he made himself. A boy from Fall River, Massachusetts, went to a technical high school and became Emeril. It's been said that beliefs are the hidden scripts that run our lives. Let's define a belief just for a moment. It's something you've decided, either consciously or subconsciously, is the truth. So any belief you hold is something you've decided is the truth. Our beliefs are the root of our reality. And long term, our beliefs determine our future. The most powerful words in the universe are the words you say to yourself. The most powerful words in the universe are the words you say to yourself. We need you, students. We need your heart, your voice, your courage, your joy, your creativity, your passion and compassion, your love, and your gifts. We need you to continue to contribute to your own destiny, to your own future. We talk about being college and career ready. I know that you're not only college and career ready, but you're going to be community ready as well. College, career, and community ready. As you grow, you become better, an improved version of yourself. The writer Maya Angelou said, "Do the best until you can do better. And when you know better, then do better." The most powerful words in the universe, I want to say it again, are the words you say to yourself. If you believe you can, you set goals for yourself, then you will. Congratulations to all of you, and congratulations to your family members for contributing to your successes. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Dr. Delahanty. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Tracy Collier, not only principal of Salem High School, another staunch supporter of CTE, former business educator, but also New Hampshire's Principal of the Year.
Thank you and welcome tonight. I want to thank Mrs. Berube for organizing this event. Again, it's a wonderful celebration. I also want to thank Mr. Dodge. As Mr. Delahanty said, our CTE center is second to none, and it is exciting every day as you walk the hallways of Salem High School and see what our students are doing in the classroom with the help of their teachers. So thank you to Mr. Dodge and the teachers for all that you do with our students. So ceremonies such as this provide an opportunity for us to recognize students not only for the knowledge they have acquired through their coursework, but also for their leadership skills, service to community, integrity, and in this case, for many of them, the first steps towards becoming contributing, competitive, and successful members of our future workforce. Each year, I love getting the list from Mrs. Bruby ahead of time of the students being inducted because I always like to look and see what other activities and what other classes they're taking. These courses they take are extremely rigorous, and it always amazes me what else they're involved in. So tonight, out of our 44 inductees here, we have 6 students who are also involved in a career internship. We have 48 students, and I'm going to talk about the Salem-only students because we don't have access to Wyndham or Timberlane data. These are Salem students. 48% of the students here tonight are also enrolled in AP classes. Some of them are enrolled in 3 AP classes besides their CTE course. 30% of them are enrolled in honors level courses, again, multiple honors levels courses. And not only do they challenge themselves in the classroom, but outside of the classroom, because 89% of these students are involved in activities, band, or athletics. As you'll see, we have one student who just left the basketball court and ran over here for tonight. So our students are very involved and they are very busy, and it's amazing what they're able to achieve in all of their courses and what they do outside of the classroom. I also want to recognize the 19 students from Wyndham, the 5 students from Timberlane, and also we have a student from Pinkerton and Granite State Arts Academy. It is tremendous that these students are so dedicated to their education, because to leave, you think about commuting from one school to another and being able to meet the requirements of graduation at their own school. We have students this year from other schools. They're involved in health science, business, engineering, biomedical, TV production, automotive, cosmetology, and our carpentry program. So again, thank you to Mr. Dodge and the teachers for making these programs so enticing and interesting for students enough that they're willing to commute from their own school. And I am sure you are all just as involved back at your home school and your own community. Your hard work and perseverance has earned you tonight's honor, and you've proven you are a leader and that you have made a commitment to excellence in your learning and your community. And I commend you for that. I also want to challenge you to maintain the pride and motivation you feel tonight throughout the remainder of the school year and into whatever lies ahead of you beyond Salem High School. You've already proven that you have the ability to make a difference in your corner of the world, and the future is very bright for all of you. So don't shy away from challenges. You've quite obviously proven that you can take them on and persevere, so I encourage you to continue to embrace those challenges. And to the parents and family members here tonight, congratulations to you, and thank you for supporting your students in what they do here at Salem High School, and congratulations to our newest inductees of the National Technical Honor Society. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Collier. Inductees, you have been recognized by your career and technical education instructors as a person who is successful in your chosen program, dependable, of worthy character, good mentality, credible achievement, and possess a commendable attitude. Because of your effort and interest, you are eligible for membership in the National Technical Honor Society at Salem CTE Center. Grace Lumley will now present the goal of the society. So we're just going to flip the
The goal of the Society is to see that deserving career and technical students be recognized and that people of the community become aware of the talents and abilities of the young people and adults who choose career and technical education pathways to a successful future. Now Neil Ray will present the purpose of the organization.
Hi. The purpose of the organization is to promote the ideals of honesty, service, and leadership, and promote career development and skilled workmanship among the career and technical students of America, to reward meritorious achievement in career and technical education, to encourage and assist career and technical students in their pursuit of educational and career goals, to encourage and assist awareness within the American business industry and service communities about the talents and abilities of students engaged in career and technical education, and finally, to provide career and technical education students with a greater awareness of the world of work. Next up, I have Olivia DeVito, Marissa Merrill, and Marissa Hammond, and they'll be presenting the Society's symbols.
The National Technical Honor Society has official colors: emblem, insignia, and motto. The colors of the society shall be silver, white, and purple. The color silver represents value. Silver in our organization represents the value that is placed in each of you for the future of our nation and of the world. The color white represents purity. White in our organization represents the new road before you as you begin your professional journey. The color purple represents royalty or persons of honor. Purple in our organization represents the honor you have brought upon yourself by your performance in your career and technical program and in life.
The emblem of the society shall be a shield crossed by a scroll bearing the letters of the national organization. Above the shield shall be the head of an American bald eagle with a wreath of 7 stars circling the eagle's head and representing the 7 attributes of membership.
The insignia of the society shall be composed of the emblem and shall also include an arch upon which are inscribed the 7 attributes of membership. It also includes the year the society was established with the motto of the society inscribed on the foundation. The motto of the society shall be Felicitas Menti Instructe Fave, which translated reads, Success favors the prepared mind. Molly Porter and Krista Libos will now come to begin the candle lighting ceremony.
I just want to add that we've decreased our carbon footprint this year and gone with LEDs. I'm not sure if that's actually, you just turn the bottom. You had some smoke.
The 7 attributes of membership listed on the insignia represent the characteristics members possess to which help us qualify for membership in this society.
On the table is a lighted candle representing knowledge. Knowledge is familiarity, awareness, or understanding gained through experience or study. This candle represents the knowledge we have gained through experience and study in our career and technical education program. Allison French will now light the first candle.
The first member attribute is skill. Skill is the use of knowledge to develop great ability and expertise necessary to make a positive difference in a particular occupational field. I light this candle to represent skill. Kayla Fisher will now light the next candle.
The second member attribute is honesty. Honesty is the quality of being truthful, trustworthy, and fair. It is being a person of integrity and respect. I light this candle to represent honesty. Josh Petrin will now light the next candle.
The third member attribute is service. Service is giving assistance and being ready and able to provide a helpful and useful act. I light this candle to represent service.
All right, the fourth member attribute is responsibility. Responsibility involves the ability to act without guidance or superior authority and being answerable for your actions. I light this candle to represent responsibility. Chloe Croteau will now light the next candle.
The fifth member attribute is scholarship. Scholarship is the distinctive mark of one who has mastered some area of learning, as reflected in the quality of his or her work, especially with respect to scope, thoroughness, and care. I light this candle to represent scholarship. Stella Hazelton will now light the next candle.
The sixth member attribute is citizenship. Citizenship is being entitled with full civil rights and exercising the duties, rights, and privileges of this status. I light this candle to represent citizenship. Emma Lipchap will now light the next candle.
The seventh member attribute is leadership. Leadership is the responsibility of serving as a guiding force in directing the way by going first with courage and confidence. I light this candle to represent leadership.
Emma's in the engineering program. All right. Inductees, we hope you recognize these 7 attributes in yourself and value these qualities which made you eligible for membership in the National Technical Honor Society. These qualities are the ones by which successful men and women are recognized in today's society. Please keep in mind that your success today is not an end, but a beginning of many successes throughout your life. Inductees, you have been nominated and duly elected into membership in the National Technical Honor Society. As your name is called, please come forward to accept your membership certificate and honor cords from Mrs. Maura Palmer and your instructor. Audience, please hold your applause until all nominees have been introduced. And the way we're going to work this, I'm going to slide the podium back. If I could get a couple of the instructors to just bring the card over. And you guys are going to come up, come around. There'll be a host of hands to shake. Mums and dads, you might be able to get a photo op over here if you're looking for that. We'll go from there. Okay, we're going to start with automotive. Instructors, Matthew McCarthy and Joseph Liebke. Could I have Lyle Smith? Back. Yeah. Devin Ulbrich. A round of applause for our automotive students. For biomedical science, we have Dr. Matthew Parker. Allison French. Olivia Manchester. Our biomedical students. For the business pathway, Mrs. Susan Teresi and Mr. Craig Robinson. Mrs. Teresi will be presenting both business pathway and marketing on behalf of Mr. Robinson. So in the business pathway, Delaney Cunningham, not sure if Delaney made it. Not here, okay. Olivia DeVito. Mackenzie Merrow. And I should add for Mackenzie, she's qualified in both our business pathway and our marketing program. She's fulfilled the requirements for 2 programs. Round of applause for our business students. For marketing education, Trevor Domenico. Stella Hazelton. Congratulations. Darian Huyn. Andrea Loiacono. Did I nail it? I'll recognize Mackenzie Merrow again, but you don't have to walk across the stage again, Mackenzie. Ty Morris. Grace Owida. Delaney Stone. Congratulations to our marketing students. We can now call Mr. Ryan Granger, our carpentry instructor. I'm sorry. One more for marketing. Megan Spampinato. Sorry about that. I was too focused on getting your name right. Again, our carpentry instructor, Mr. Ryan Granger. And our carpentry student, Joshua Petrin. For computer science, Miss Joelle Henry. Is Henry here? Great, she couldn't make it this evening. For computer science, Marcus Dominguez. And for cosmetology, Miss Valerie was unable to make it this evening. We have Chloe Croto. For culinary arts, presenting is Chef Jeffrey Bratz. We have Marissa Merrill. For digital graphic applications, Mr. Curtis Killian. Our inductee is Kayla Fisher. We call Mr. John Seaman our engineering instructor. Alexander Daigle. Alessandro Jacobellis. Emma Liptrap. Riley Mulvey. Evan Reel. Adam Smith. Brandon Wall. Congratulations to our engineering students. I'll now call our health science and technology instructors, Mrs. Janine Parent and Mrs. Mary Beth Cook. These guys required 2 PowerPoint slides. I know we have a few absentees, but I'm going to read all the names here. Sydney Baldridge. Sydney here. Allison Barnes. Chelsea Barrett. Mary Booghow. Okay, got that right. Sylvia Cadell. Did I get it right? Chloe Capra. Kristen Carney. Mia Sensulo. I think Mia's here. Sydney Cretion. Abigail Connaughton. Ariana DeZoglio. Jordan Franzen. Halen Haggerty. Marissa Hammond. Abigail Hawks. Caitlin Higgins. No. Erica Irvin. Finn Lambert. Emily Lefebvre. Emily Mahoney. I don't believe Emily's here this evening, but she was actually inducted last year as a completer of our biomedical science program. Madison Martin. Hallie McGrail. Ashlyn Milner. Catherine O'Brien. Corinne Richard. Olivia Salemi. Maya Sanford. Unfortunately, Maya is ill this evening. Maya Saucedo. Maya here? Oh, Mia, I'm sorry. Chloe Sicard. Allison Sullivan. Isma Tariq. Congratulations. Cassidy Wentworth. Big round of applause for our health science students. Congratulations. And I'd like to call Mr. Jim Slobig, our teacher preparation teacher. Krista Lebos. And Molly Porter. Here for our future teachers. And we have Mr. Christopher Hazel, our TV and media production instructor. Anna Carroll. Amber Crocker. Grace Lumley. Nicholas Noble. Bree Paquette. Congratulations. Neil Ray. Jessica Saloy. I stand corrected. Jessica Salois. She corrected me on that earlier. I should have known that better. Emma Staley. And Bennett Ween. I declare that each of you is duly inducted into full membership of the National Technical Honor Society. Congratulations also to those members who could not be with us this evening. Katie O'Brien will now lead the NTHS Pledge, and you either have a copy of it or it will be up here on the big screen. Could I have all the inductees stand, please?
So just read this one. Okay.
As a member of the National Technical Honor Society, I pledge to maintain the highest standard of personal conduct. I will invest my talents, my skills, and my knowledge in a career of my own choosing, and shall always endeavor to uphold my obligations as a citizen of my community and my country.
I would like to welcome you into the organization and extend to you all the rights and benefits therein. You guys can be seated. And just as a side note for parents, encourage your students. There's scholarship money out there through National Technical Honor Society through the website, so you should definitely be looking at those opportunities as a benefit for being a member of this esteemed organization. Just in closing, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out this evening. I'd like to extend a huge thanks to our chef, Jeff Bratz, for providing some goodies which will be located in the lobby. There's some light refreshments out there. We welcome you to enjoy that, get some photographs, and enjoy the culinary treats. Also to Mr. Kirk Killian, who is an incredible resource as well. What's great about running a CTE center is you have everything at your disposal. You have graphics, you have food, you have oil changes, you have all kinds of stuff. So we always have somebody that can step in and do something. So Kurt was great and always is in putting the program together, him and his students. And thank you for coming this evening, and congratulations to all inductees.